Hello folks, it's Charles75N, and as you know, I've been having a ton of fun with the Telecaster build project. It's got the 4-way switch on it, the 4th position in series, and I'm loving it. The problem was, I started talking to my friend Martin over at L&M Guitar Corner, and he did this really cool project where he has 3 different control blades for his Telecaster with quick connectors so he can change them out fast. One with the broadcaster wiring, one with the Esquire wiring, and one with the Baja wiring. And after listening to all his tone samples, I really liked the Baja wiring. And he says, you know, given that you've already got the 4-way switch in it, if you got an S1 switch, then you could have all these options as well. And then we shared wiring diagrams, and I showed him how mine was wired up. And he says, well, you know, you are going to have to rewire your switch because the Baja wiring is different, but you have everything there you need to do it, with the exception of a capacitor. And so we looked at it, and he's built a tutorial video on how to go ahead and wire up the Baja wiring. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to convert this into the Baja wiring. And that's going to give me everything that I really wanted to have. I'll still have the 4-way switch with the 4th position in series. And when I engage the S1 switch on position 2, I'll have the out of phase in parallel. And on position 4, I'll have out of phase in series for the 2 pickups. And so it'd be really interesting. And so then this will become a much more versatile guitar. And so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the control plate out, and I'm going to desolder everything. We're going to rewire it. We're going to put in the S1 switch, and then we'll do some tone samples. All right, thank you. Okay, so we've connected our S1 switch from this pin right here over here to the back of the pot with our 10 narrow-fed capacitor between them. Then the second step was to come over here and bridge these 2 pins. And so we've done that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a wire from this the third pin in on the other side, and that was going to come around and come into the second pin here. It's going to come into that second pin here in the middle. So here you can see we've gone ahead and we've wired from our 3rd pin on this side over here to the center pin here, making that connection, and I just kind of snaked it underneath. Okay. We soldered in our capacitor and our ground over here to the pot, and they're all both going in there, and our wire that's coming up to the S1 switch, so they're all soldered in there. And so now we're going to have to make a connection with this pin here, but there's another step. Okay, so we have our 2 wires, our wire from here and our wire from over here, and they're both wired onto the pin right there. So far so good. Alright, so you can see that we've got those soldered right there, and that wire is soldered here, so that step is now complete. Okay, so we soldered our pin here. We soldered that wire first, and then we came over here and we soldered this wire to the second pin, and then we soldered both of those wires to the pin over here, following directions. So far the directions are very simple to follow, and they should be working out very well. Okay, so now we have our bridge over here is done. We have our wire is connected, and that will come over here to the bottom of the pot right here. But first we're going to go ahead and follow the step and solder in the output jack. Okay, so we soldered in our output jack here and here, and then we've gone ahead and we soldered the wire coming from the first spot on the switch and this wire coming from the tone pot here, And we've soldered it here as well. So our connections are good. Okay, our final step here, we've got our positive from our pickup into this side of the S1 switch. We've got our negative of the neck pickup into this side of the S1 switch. And that extra ground coming off is down here on the pot, along with the bridge pickup ground. So it seems like the directions were really easy to follow. I just had problems with my filming. And let's put it back together and see what it sounds like. So we have everything done. Our Baja wiring is installed with our S1 switch. And so here we are, we're in the bridge position with our S1 switch up, which gives us our normal four-way switching. So in our first position, that is going to be just our bridge. And then our bridge and our neck together, just like the normal second position on a telly. And just our neck. And now our in series. We're going to activate our S1 switch, and that puts us in series out of phase in our fourth position. And of course our neck is just going to be a regular neck. But then our second position is going to be out of phase parallel. And then of course just our bridge, this is going to be normal. And so there we have it. Martin's directions were very easy to follow. I had more trouble filming than I did actually doing the wiring. It is installed. Now this guitar is a whole lot more versatile than it ever was before. And so count another project done. I'd like to personally thank Martin and Lucas from L&M Guitar Corner for their assistance with this. Martin, thank you so much for the tutoring on the wiring, and the video that you're putting out for it too is awesome. The directions were really easy to follow, and I really appreciated it. That's the great thing about this guitar community, that you can get together with another guy that you met on the community, and you can learn a whole bunch of things. And so Martin's kind of been teaching me the intricacies of wiring, and I've really been enjoying that. And so we have our Baja wiring installed. I have the original four-way switch in series like I had before, but now I have those two out of phase positions, right? That series out of phase and parallel out of phase in positions 4 and 2 respectively. So thank you, L&M Guitar Corner. Thank you, Martin. I really appreciate it. And as always, I hope you enjoy your guitar journey, and I want to thank you for becoming part of mine.